6:49. Change of plans on another time crunch, so I'll be doing 2 paintings that don't involve the other one. These are gonna be just concepts that come from my head because I don't have a reference photo. The only reference I'm going to have is like of sneakers, but it's gonna make sense when I paint it. I'm really tired, but I'm just gonna try not to think about it. I'm very sad because I have to paint over this. I just have to use this canvas because I don't have a canvas for what I want to paint. So I'm just gonna repaint whatever I was doing here. And I'm here because I really want this to look good, and I'm also trying to like build discipline because I could be doing this tomorrow. And it took a lot for me to get out the bed. I almost cried. Like seriously, it was just, it's a terrible experience. Really. Let's do here. So let's talk about this process. Also, I'm still feeling the side effects from this session. Well, it was 2 sessions. One was done March 11th, and I started at 6:49 a.m. I was up all night doing my brother's hair. So that gave me even less time than I originally had because I was going to do 2 full days of painting so I can get both of the paintings done. Since I didn't have much time because I did not want to stay up until it was time for me to go to work because I need some type of sleep. I'm not willing to just ignore the fact that I need to go to sleep. And you will see why later on in the video. But I wanted to at least get the composition and like the base of the sneakers done because I knew that would be the most complicated thing for me to paint. Even though that didn't even end up being true, the sneakers was probably the easiest thing to paint because this whole thing took maybe 2 hours getting this base done. But that was just the plan for this first session. Looking back, I do see ways that I could have improved this painting, but my favorite thing about doing these is that I'm on a time crunch, so I kind of have to think on my toes and try to be as creative as possible in such little time. I'm back. Just so you know, like every time the video ends, it's because my iPad died. I just always forget. And then when I put it on the charger, I don't have time to be sitting around waiting, so I end up going to sleep. Anyway, as you can see, I'm almost done this one. I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as possible. Today I'm actually drinking black tea instead of jasmine because, and this one's called breakfast tea. Breakfast tea locks me in. Jasmine, she just tastes good. Like, I don't know, she don't be doing nothing for me these days, and I'm kind of getting tired. Well, not tired. I'm kind of getting desensitized to the taste, so I'm gonna switch it up with black tea this time so that I can give it a break. And when I have my jasmine again, I can realize how good it actually tastes. Because I remember when I first tried it, I almost cried. Like, I don't know what Rival Bros is putting in that tea, but it's delicious. So I gotta be on my way out the house by, I want to get there at 3. I'm gonna try to be out by 8. Let's just say we need both done at 10 a.m. This is almost done. All we gotta do is put the colors in, put the shelves in on this fixture, put the floor in and the items on the floor, and then we're done this one, and then we can move on to the next one. I made Instagram, by the way. Gonna put it on the screen and in the description. I'm a person that's really against Instagram. and it really hurt my entire soul to make it. But my thing is, I'm just going to use it for business purposes and not personal use, because that's the thing I hate about it. And I kind of don't even want to be on there for business purposes, but I'm missing out on a whole area. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We're about to get started. Again, objective is finishing all this stuff as fast as possible so that I can just focus on my inventory. Like, I have nothing. Seriously. Typically, I don't like to paint during Ramadan because to paint and do my job and do Ramadan is like the worst thing ever. And not because of Ramadan, because of painting and because of work. Let's get that clear. But yeah, it's just terrible because of the sleep schedule. Which is why, oh, I didn't even tell y'all. So my last painting, I stayed up all night. And when I tell you that was one of the worst experiences of my entire life, like, I literally wanted to cry. And it's crazy because that was a Sunday again, just like last time. Anyway, like, I wanted to cry. I was so tired. And the thing is, I'm fasting, so it's making it worse because typically when things like this happen, I'll make myself some tea. So in the morning, like, I feel like a normal person and not tired. But I didn't have that. So I had to just work through the whole thing. And it was just the worst experience ever. Eventually, I stopped being tired, but that was like maybe 5 hours later. And here I'm doing the same thing. And the way that I had to stay up for this, because I know myself, bro. Like, the past 3 days, I've been staying up all night. Not all night. I stayed up late, though. What I've been doing is walking for 30 minutes before I get home. And then by the time I get home, I'm tired, but I'm mobile. Like, I'm gonna just say I'm not tired, but I could go to sleep if I got into bed right now. But I do the walk so that can wake myself up. Because I know myself, bro. It don't matter how much I tell myself, you're going to get this done when you get in the house. I'm not going to. So I have to do something that'll actually make me do it. Which is going on that walk. And then coming in the house and immediately brewing some tea. Immediately. Like, I don't know how many times I told myself, oh, I'm going to stay up without it. No, I need it. Like, this is not optional at all. But the problem with caffeine is that the side effect of the next day being terrible, like being double the amount of tired. I'm not sweating it if I don't get both done, but out of both ideas, this is my least favorite. Well, I'm going to say out of both ideas, this is my second favorite, not least, because I don't want to make it seem like I don't like this one. The second one, that idea I freaking love, bro. Like, and I can't wait to paint it, seriously. This whole background, everything except the sneakers, will be painted from memory, so hopefully I can definitely finish this by 4. Because I do, like, I'm trying to leave the house by 10. What do I need to get? I can leave at 11. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to get, this base. Surprisingly, only took 2 hours. I'm trying to push back as much time as possible because I need these to look beautiful. I need them to look perfect. This one, I'm not really worried about, but that second one, I need that to be perfect. Again, not saying I don't like this one. I think that I'm really gonna like this one, but that second one, like just my envision of it, even though it's probably not gonna look nothing like my vision because I don't have a reference, but I just really like the concept of it. And it's not even gonna be understandable to the viewer. The viewer being you, not the person that's receiving it. Obviously, it'll be understandable to the person receiving it. Okay, I forgot to record. Here is where we are. I'm about to get in the shower because I need to get in the shower. This tea is really working. Like, I'm telling you, Jasmine, she just tastes good. Mind you, I let my jasmine tea sit. Like, I be trying to milk as much caffeine as possible from my tea because that tea is expensive. So I'll be like marinating it. Even though on the instructions it just says cook it for, what is it, 3 minutes or something. 1 minute or minute and 30. It's between a minute and 3. But I'll cook it and then I'm having marinating so that I can get as much caffeine as possible. Jasmine, when I did that, nothing. Black tea, and I didn't even marinate it. I just cooked it and I poured it in. I'm wide awake. Like, inshallah, we finish this. I really wasn't liking it at first, but it's starting to come together. Like, just the colors, because the sneaker, this is a very bold sneaker. And then a very bold pant. So, I kind of got to make it look like not crazy. So, it's looking like we're not finishing this before it's over. Bro, you know what the worst thing about finishing these paintings and paintings, and this is probably a reason why I can't finish anything either, is because my camera has been broken for so long. Like, and when you have a digital camera, it's just, you can't fathom going back to the iPhone camera. Like, that quality is so good, bro. And the lens that I had was 200, but the lens that I want is 600. Oh, wait. Is this? Hold on. Cause that might, hold on. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Let me see. Please, bro. Okay. Bro, almost lost my freaking mind. I thought that this little design, because I don't have A6, I thought it was only on the outside and not on the inside, so we're good, bro. Because I was not ready to remove all of this work. Seriously. I can't wait till this painting is done, though. Like, I need to hurry up and finish these sneakers, because this is, like, the only thing stopping me from finishing this. Like, if I can finish this within the next hour, I think I can finish everything else. I'm so glad I don't work tomorrow, because as soon as I'm done with all my things I have to do, I'm going straight to sleep. Seriously. Mind you, I don't even have time to be going to sleep, but I cannot wait. I'm just thinking about it, bro. And that's my problem. Like, every day I'm thinking about when I'm gonna go to sleep. And I need to stop thinking about sleep. Because I remember when I was really grinding and being up all night painting with no problem, it's because I didn't care to be asleep. I was focused on, okay, I need to post these pictures in the morning. Where I would go to sleep, I would finish a painting, I would stay up all night, and then finish the painting, then hurry up and go to sleep so that I could wake up in the morning. Like, I slept just to fast forward. I wasn't sleeping because I enjoyed it. But now, as an adult, I really enjoy sleep. It takes me a long time to get out the bed. Like, it's almost as if I'm glued to the bed. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm trying to go back to my old mindset. Not like to the extreme, because I was kind of neglecting sleep. Like, I don't think I was getting enough hours. But now I'm getting too many hours. Like, it's crazy. And it's crazy that no matter how many hours I get, I still feel tired. Bro, I feel like this is looking so ugly on camera. Like, and in person, I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's see if I can fix it with some shading. So remember in the beginning where I said I could be putting this off to tomorrow? I'm so glad I did, because I would not have finished it. And by tomorrow, I meant 12 a.m. because that's typically when I start painting. But if I would have put it off, I would not have gotten it done. Because this took so long, I finished it right on time. As per usual, because that's typically when I finish all of these paintings. Right on time. When it's the final day to give it to the person. Anyway, I really was not liking it up until this point where I'm shading it. When I got done shading it, it looked way better, because like I was saying before, the sneaker is just so bold, and paired with the pants, it's just, with the base colors looking like that, it looked really ugly to me. But really rendering it, I really like the colors, and I really like how it turned out. This whole time, I was really stressing out. I was so glad that my brother was awake, because I was constantly going to him for feedback the entire time. And he's a very honest person, so he wasn't giving me dialogue that I would want to hear. I think I went to him and I said, how is this? Is it better than the last one I just did? And he was like, so I knew that meant no. And I was like, can you tell what's going on in the painting? And he's like, no, you're gonna have to explain it. So that meant to me, okay, I need to add more detail. And that's what I ended up doing. And then when I brought it back to him, he said, okay, that looks better. You can actually tell what's going on. Even though I kind of already knew that, but like not having enough time to let it marinate overnight, I just felt that my eyes weren't fresh enough to make a good judgment on how this painting looked. Every time I do this, I'm so nervous to give it to the person, but that's why I use a third party to see what they think about it. This is what it's looking like. It has to grow on me. Like, I'm really not digging it right now. But I say that about every painting, literally. Like, I definitely like this one better than this one. And a part of the reason is, like, these strokes are so scratchy. Like, I hate it. But I'm going to try to fix it since everything is kind of like really rendered. The sneakers, anyway. I'm going to move on to the fixture and the floor. And then we'll be back. It is 5 o'clock. It is time for school. And I'm still not done. And we still haven't finished. We still haven't started the next painting. So, I'm going to hurry up and eat. And then, as you can hear, it's time for school. And then I am going to start the next painting because I need that one done. Okay. It is 6:27. Change of plans. I can only get this done. Which means I really gotta put my foot into it because it's about to be time. Like, I really wanted to get that second painting done. I really did. This is irking me. The fixture is almost done. Yeah. It's basically like 80% done. Bro, look at my table. I realized that was the worst angle of all time, so I'm just now fixing it. This is gonna be the final stuff. The only thing left to do is the background. The sneakers, I'm done with it. Not touching it anymore. As you can see, it's way more detailed. And that's what I'm doing here, just adding more details to the fixture. Because the feedback that I got was that you can't tell it's a fixture. So that's what I'm doing here, just adding more details. I accidentally got paint on the shoe. Are you freaking kidding? Bro. Remember that you can erase. This is acrylic. Acrylic. Wow. Seeing that in real time is crazy. When that happened, I was like, I can't wait to watch the video back and see how I got that on the picture because I don't even remember that happening. Anyway, I'm just adding the details. I want to make it known as possible what's going on here. I really think that helped. I didn't feel like adding that much detail to it because I was trying to get this done as fast as possible. But I do want it to look as good as possible, and I want you to be able to understand what's happening. So that's just something I had to do. It's also just not my style to be that detailed. So I wasn't really pressed about it in the beginning. But then when I realized you can't tell what's really going on, I realized that I actually had to add some more detail. So yeah, I like how it came out. This whole time I was wide awake. I was not feeling tired at all. The black tea, it really got me through this entire thing. Typically, if I use any other tea, it'll get me through most, but at some point I'll feel tired. This black tea, I didn't feel tired at all during this whole process. So I thought there was a chance I could get through this whole day without crashing, and that just did not happen. When I tell you, immediately after I gave this painting away, it kicked right in, bro. I was on my way home and I was almost falling asleep. Like, bro, I felt like I was about to die. I wanted to cry. All I was thinking was like, bro, I just want to be in a bed. And it was terrible. I remember I got in the house and my siblings were like, are you going to the match? I was like, no, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. And I'm sad because I actually wanted to go to the masjid before that kicked in. I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the masjid too because I'm pretty awake. But, bro, I crashed. I didn't even want nobody talking to me. My brother was trying to talk to me when I was on the way to get into bed. And I was like, you give me a minute. I'm exhausted. And he was like, right. I feel so bad. But please prioritize your sleep. Do not do what I do. This is not okay. It's a finished product. I'm just going to spray it down. Yeah, painted the edges, put the title on the back, and that's the finished piece. Thanks for watching.